Turn to page 6, with the reading on the bottom. Please join me. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. We turn to page 10. Maya Hayom. How lovely today is Shabbat Shalom. Those are the words. We'll sing it in Hebrew. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Page 20. We sing the Chadodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. I'll put up my hand when we get to remind you of numbers. Lecha, lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Lecha, lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el ha'meichad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 la, Lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva ore, kumi ori, 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 shedaberi, kavod Adonai alai, nikva la 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 la, lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom uteret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, tochem munei b'am segula. Boi chala la 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 la, lecha dodi, lecha likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. With this prayer song, we welcome Shabbat as a bride or a queen. Page 26 for the Chatzik Hadish, and the Chatzik Hadish separates parts of the service. We've done introductory prayers, and now we're going into the main part of the service. Yitkada v'yitkada shemerava, ve'alma divrach eroteh ve'amlich malchuteh, v'chayechot u've'am yishtabach, v'it pa'ar, v'it roman, v'it naseh, v'it hadar, v'it aleh, v'it halav, shmei d'Kudushay, v'rifu, v'elam, min kol bechata v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata, damiran v'yama, Amen. We turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu, and please rise and remain standing through the Shema. Page 30 in the English. Please join me. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 32. Please join me. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elohim, Adonai Echad, Shem Kevod Malachuto Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. V'ahavta le'et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta ba'am v'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'lachtecha b'derech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha v'shtam le'od v'yadecha v'hayu l'totafot v'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. page 39 at the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Page 40. Ya ba ba bim bim bum, ya ba 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 bim bum, ya ba ba bim bim bum, ya ba 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 bim bum, ay 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 ay, ya ba 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 bim bum, ay 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 ay, ya ba 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 bim bum, ni kamocha Bailey Madonai, ni kamocha, nedar b'kodesh, norati lo, o sefele, norati lo, o sefele, mara chutecha, rauvanecha, bokeh ayam, lifnei Moshe Miriam, zeli zeli, anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, yaba ba bim bim bam, yaba ba ba bim bam, yaba ba bim bim bam, yaba ba ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yaba ba ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yaba ba ba bim bam. Page 42. I'll begin in Hebrew and then switch to the English. Join me in both or one of them. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, v'taknenu be'etzat tova milfanecha, v'hoshi'enu l'ma'an shemecha, v'hagen ba'adenu v'haser me'aleinu, v'yadever v'chera v'ra'av v'yakon. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise for the Tefillah, page 46. turn to page 55 and read together at the top. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 60. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasin Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasin Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasin Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasin Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים Baruch atah Adonai hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We now take a few moments for silent, private prayer with words in the prayer book or just words of your own heart. Say shalom b'mama, say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'himru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Imagine being so hungry that you will do anything for a bowl of lentil soup. Smell it. Savor the aroma. Now imagine the biblical Jacob, son of Isaac and Rebekah, standing in the kitchen, stirring a pot of red lentil soup. While he is cooking, his older twin Esau comes into the kitchen, famished, and says, Give me some of that red stuff to gulp down. Jacob, the youngest, says, "First, sell me your birthright." Esau says, "Of what use is my birthright to me?" And he sold his birthright to Jacob and took off to the fields. Esau was a guy who liked to be in the fields. He was a little rough and tumbly, and Jacob, the younger, was more refined. So Jacob now becomes first in line to inherit his father Isaac's blessing, which was the birthright, and to become a leader of the early history of the Jewish people. The story of Jacob and Esau in this week's Torah portion, Toldot, recounts the struggles between these two twins. It is a story that begins with their struggling before birth in Rebekah's belly, continues with Jacob stealing Esau's birthright by means of a cup of soup, as we've seen, and ends in a remarkable collusion between Rebekah and Jacob. Picture Rebekah and Jacob standing in the kitchen when Rebekah says, "Listen to me. I overheard your father saying to Esau, 'Bring me some game and prepare me a nice meal so I may bless you with God's approval before I die.'" Rebekah, who favors Jacob over Esau, then instructs Jacob to get food for his father Isaac and dress in clothing that will trick Isaac, who is now old and blind. Will trick him into giving Jacob the blessing that would naturally have gone to the firstborn, to Esau. Jacob most willingly agrees. He's dressed in skins and rough hands and things like that. So Isaac gives him the blessing, saying, "May God give you of the fat of the earth abundant food, and let people serve you and nations bow to you. Cursed be those who curse you, and blessed be those who bless you." Thus armed with this powerful blessing, Jacob goes off to find a wife with whom to lead the next chapter of early Jewish history. Angry Esau, on the other hand, goes off to find a wife from the tribe of Ishmael and becomes known as the other. The representative we see in Talmud and Midrashim, the representative of all enemies of the Jewish people. Blessings have power. To bless someone is to invoke an abundance of love, joy, and well-being upon them. To receive a blessing is to be showered with the warm glow of an ineffable presence, to be relieved of burdens, and to feel that one's own destiny is of great importance. In the Torah, blessings shape identity, moral responsibility, and spiritual destiny. What is ultimately transferred from Isaac to Jacob is not land, not wealth, not a legal document. It is words, holy words that confer divine favor, continuity, and a spiritual purpose. When Isaac blesses Jacob, he says, "May God give you of the dew of heaven and the fat of the earth." The rabbis note that Isaac's wording, "May God give you," v'yiten lecha, implies continuous giving. Rashi comments, "May God give, and give again, and give again." A true blessing is not a single moment. It's a lifelong unfolding. In Jewish tradition, human beings are not just recipients of blessings, but conduits of blessing. In Jewish life, we are expected to invoke blessings constantly. Our tradition includes blessing when we awake and blessing when we go to sleep, when we eat, when we see a rainbow or the ocean, when we meet a scholar or hear thunder. The Talmud teaches a person should recite 100 blessings every day. Why? Because blessing trains the soul in gratitude, we are told. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches that to bless is to respond to the wonder of the world. The traditional Friday night ritual of blessing one's children is a prime example of that, and its roots lie in the narrative of Jacob and Esau. On Friday nights, traditionally, parents place their hands on children's head, like so, the same gesture that Isaac used for Jacob, and speak words that echo the earliest biblical blessings. We say to sons, "May God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh." And to daughters, "May God make you like Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah." Then we continue with the priestly blessing, which you may recognize. "May God bless you and protect you. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God lift up God's face to you and bring you peace." Parents act as Isaac did, bestowing not possessions, but hope, peace, love, and God's nearness. The medieval commentator Sforna teaches, blessing is the spiritual empowerment to succeed in the purpose for which one was created. Thus, every Shabbat, parents who do this blessing are quietly affirming their children's purpose in the world. If you have children and have never done this, I invite you to do so or think about it. It's a powerful gift. In the 21st century, we live in a world that often feels rushed, fractured, and heavy. It is precisely in such a world that blessings matter most. Blessings invite us to pause. Blessings invite us to notice. Blessings invite us to be grateful. Blessings anchor us in the sacred. In contemporary Jewish life, blessings also serve as a form of spiritual resilience. When we say or sing the prayer Modeh Ani, which we will be singing on Shabbat morning services, I think we've done it sometimes, and that means I am grateful. We sing it upon awakening. We sing it in services. When we do this, we affirm that our life is purposeful. We awaken to our purpose. When we recite blessings before and after eating, we affirm that nourishment comes not only from the earth, but from the source of all being. When we say Mishaberach, the prayer for healing, we place healing into the communal heart. When we say Shabbat Shalom, we offer peace and well-being to one another, not as empty words, but as sacred hopes. Rabbi Naomi Levy writes, "A blessing is a gift we give each other that helps us hold on to hope." In a time when many feel isolated, blessings remind us that we are spiritually interconnected. Our task then is to become givers of blessing, to bless one another's with kindness, our community with justice, and the world with compassion. The Hasidic master, the Sfat Emet, writes, "Every Jew has the power to draw blessing into the world." This is a radical message. Each of us is a partner in shaping the spiritual climate of creation. As we reflect tonight on Jacob and Esau, on Isaac and Rebekah, and on the drama surrounding the first family blessings, may we reclaim the transformative power of blessing in our own lives. May we remember that blessing is not merely spoken, it is lived. May we be vessels of gratitude in a world that aches for meaning. May our words uplift, heal, and inspire. And may we bless one another with peace, not only on Shabbat, but every day. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 253 for the Mishaberach prayer for healing. In this community, we're reciting the healing prayer for Mary Gervasio, Dina Wendt, Sid Cohen, Max Stella, Mitch Musicant, Phil Brennan, Adam Sealing, and Marilyn Tierney. Are there any other names for the healing prayer? Any others? May we keep them all in our prayers as we sing in the middle of page 253. Mi shebera avotenu mekor habracha le'ilot mutenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebera imotenu, mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Page 282, we rise for the Aleinu. And we need a board member to give us our announcements. Oh, you people.
Not yet, I know. Shabbat Shalom. Join Rabbi Nemiroff tomorrow for Lunch and Learn from 12 to 1:30 here in the synagogue. The topic is a deep look at the Shabbat evening worship service.
We'll start learning about what we've been praying and how it's organized and what the prayers mean.
Interesting. Religious school will meet on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 10 a.m. Our next service will be a Friday evening service on December 5th at 7 p.m. A Shabbat morning service followed by Torah study will be held on Saturday, December 6th, starting at 10 a.m. And our Latka Hanukkah party will take place on Sunday, December 7th at noon following religious school. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to attend. There will be latkes, cookie decorating, maybe some artwork, and we hope to see you there. Thank you, Michael and Haran, for hosting our Oneg Shabbat. Is it your birthday? You, so you, all
Good.
month.
Celebrate all.
Good
all
for
month.
you.
Yeah. Thank you,
Shabbat
Marcia.
shalom.
We come to the Mourner's Kaddish, and I would like to offer this prayer first on page 291. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Yahrzeits in this community include Jacob Albert, Sisman Selig Matzner, Hyman Rothman, Elgar Cahodas, James Mickleby, June Raffle, Sherry Schwartz, Frank Bramson, Jesse Fussfeld, Eileen Silcroft Lakin, Jacob Libman, Henry Wynot, Lena Katz, Beatrice Levine, Joseph Stein, Fanny Wilkeman, Adolf Bernstein, Larry Weiser, Ida Bernstein, Leonard Bloom, Edna Maller, Minnie Natteris, Arthur M. Silverman. Are there any other Yahrzeits or names for whom you're reciting Kaddish? Okay, any others? We also remember Jerry Mortensen and Greg Dahl, who died within the past year. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 294. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh. B'chayachon u'vyomechon u'chayei techol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmei d'kudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. You may be seated. And we will sing for a closing song. Let's do Hine Matov, which is on page 10. Although I think most of us know it, but not everyone does. And what this song means is how good and pleasant it is that we're together, brothers and sisters. Hine Matov u'manai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat shalom. And please join us for the Oneg. Thank you, Mike and Haran.
Where's my finish? There it is. Finish.